So, everybody, welcome
What's going on?
to another episode of BuzzBoys Podcast.
Yeah, boy.
And this week I'm joined by
Johnny Dogs.
Dommy Bag of Donuts.
Mia Sanka.
Dommy Donuts.
Dommy Bag of Donuts.
Come with my name.
James Sanka.
Matty Hot Dog.
Matty Hot Dog. That's actually good.
Yeah, Matty
Dang.
Hot Dog.
Oh,
And Drew behind the camera.
Drew.
Come on.
Uh-huh.
You're running.
3
slow
seconds.
right now.
3.
You're running
Two.
slow right now.
Drew. Drag his nuts across my face.
Oh,
There it is.
Whoa,
You
got
did it.
there. You
Drag
got
his nuts
there.
across my face.
And with that beautiful note,
And this
before
is-
we start,
And this is right after Mama Sanka followed the account. So,
I know
well done.
that's great. All right, wait, hold on. Shout outs to a very special couple.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, let's just start off the pod. with
One
that
of them is
class-
special. The
Yeah.
other
Wholesome.
one.
I mean, they're not that special because they're not following the BuzzBoys, but you know
They're
what?
not?
They're not.
Oh my god! No, yo, I got
Just
some
revoke
words with
it.
that.
Revoke it.
All right, no, I'm not going to, but it makes it harder to do this. But I just want to say shout out, congratulations to my sister
It just makes it
And-
bittersweet.
and Pedro,
Yeah.
Future
Yeah,
her new fiance and my new
Well,
brother.
it was funny
Mm.
because Nick was playing Xbox yesterday. We were playing with Angel because Angel decided to get on for the first time in months.
Shout out.
And Nick was like, Angel, when is Pedro just going to ask her to marry? And Nick was like, dude, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm a fucking... like... So then, literally, when the news came out today, like, Nick was like, dude,
I called it.
I know, like, you knew the whole time.
Well, I just thought it was pretty crazy. And then, I mean, it's about time. Like, you figure, like, they pretty much are just living together. Like, they were together for a while.
Mhm.
Like, they have a dog
Dude,
together.
they were eloping. Just
Yeah.
kidding. Just kidding.
They eloped.
That's what my dad said, dude. So I go, dude, I go into the living room. I said, hey, well, so Sarah's last name isn't Sanka anymore, and he's like, she eloped. And I was like, what? He's like,
That's his
what happened?
first-
Like,
his first
did she
response.
just leave and they got married or what? And I was like, no, like
Whoa.
Pedro proposed, like,
Dude,
what are you-
that just sat in. Sarah's not a Sanka anymore.
she's a Garcia, right?
Garcia.
Yeah, so
Little
am I.
trading.
Maybe she'll move out and then I can take her around.
Anyways, but this time,
Oh,
why don't
yeah.
we open her
Oh,
back
okay,
to
yeah,
back to our
back to
regular?
Cold opening of Pokemon
What are
cards.
we doing? Show me what are we opening.
So we
You
got
picked
ourselves
up
a
the
tin.
You already got too
The
excited.
lid. I got too excited.
What is it? What is the
Lucario tin.
starting card?
It's a promo card. So some tins come with promo cards.
Some tins.
Some tins.
Something comes with promo
Some.
cards.
Some tins come with promo cards.
Let's see
Ooh,
which
that's a
one.
nice
And then this is a really nice one. I really like this.
Lucario
Might have to
Elite
sleeve this hoe.
I like that it came in that thing, that black thing.
Yeah. That's pretty
All right, and then it comes with 4 packs. But it seems like we have Vivid Voltage. Vivid
Another
Voltage.
Vivid Voltage.
Base Sword and
Sword
Shield.
and
Oh, Burning Shadows. I'm opening this one. Matt, pick the one that you want to open.
Are we doing a 1v1 again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna do it.
So is
Okay.
Matt the underdog
We'll
in
save
this
the
one
other
because
two
you have?
for-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Burning Shadows.
Yeah, Burning
Here,
Shadows.
Dom, pick.
Super Hot Flames.
Pick my
Uh,
fighter.
what's better, Vivid or Sword and Shield?
Just choose.
Both are good, but Chunky Chew.
Chunky Chew's in there, but there's a lot of good ones and
Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
Sword and Shield.
That's
I
my
feel so
fighter.
you guys aren't that excited about Vivid.
Alright.
I am, but literally the only one that I want from there is Chunky Chew.
Alright, so bring them in close, pop them open, set them up, line it up.
Oh, I
know
just thought
who
of
it
a
is.
better name for you. It could have just been Daddy Drew. That was it right there. But I had to go crazy. It was just right there. Alright.
All right, I think we got ourselves a fight because I have a white
Oh.
card.
Okay. Do we have a fight? Do I have a white card?
No, of
Because
course
for
not.
Chilling Rain, I never get those.
What are we looking for in
Whoa,
Burning Shadows?
flipped.
What are we looking
Whoa,
for
It's
in
supposed to be
Burning
the other
Shadows?
way. Let's see what we got. This is a little mysterious.
Oh,
White
white
card.
card.
looks
We
like
got a
we're having
battle.
pretty good tilt
Alright,
here.
so I'm gonna
Battle
make sure you
amongst us.
pull them in all the way
Okay,
so you can
among
see
us?
both.
Okay.
Humongous.
Bring them in both.
Card trick.
Card trick.
Dom,
Fire.
guess.
Bring it in closer to the mic.
Fighting.
Alright, cool.
Water. Oh, wait. This is a
Uh-oh.
trainer one. So,
Oh, all right. Yeah.
oh, okay. So that doesn't apply to this, but good try.
What?
But
What?
we still get an
Because
energy
the
at some point.
older packs will like do a trainer first instead of a
Instead of an energy?
Right
Yeah,
there.
no.
Right
Okay.
there you go.
Trainer.
Trainer.
Ooh, a little
Sudowoodo
monkey
can
boy.
solo the
Cute little
blue
thing.
fish.
Ooh, a Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Like that. Going into the cute
Blip
pile.
Blug. I've never even seen that one. Nick
Chew.
Deuce Bitter. What?
Angel.
Tangela.
Ooh.
Ooh, reverse hollow.
Reverse hollow over here.
I'm at my reverse hollow. Yours is better than mine.
Okay.
Ooh, Duskull.
Oh, does go. Hold on. We got a full art.
Ooh, a little V Reggie roll.
Ooh, Reggie Rock.
Damn, dude. I had nothing.
Mount
You said-
one.
Ooh, yeah.
What'd you get?
That one.
B Reggie Rock?
And a full art. So.
Hey, Reggie Rock is cool.
That's the dub.
Let's go.
I don't know. I think I would have been more excited, like, than they were.
I know. It's like Reggie Rock, dude. Hey.
No, we've actually pulled that one. Yeah, no, we have that one.
It's a pretty
I think
little
that's
Reggie
cool.
Rock. Hey,
But,
Dom, how does Reggie Rock sound?
I
don't know.
Come on. The record's two on Ice.
I don't know. I don't know how they sound.
Come on.
Never did
You
that
literally
video.
made the sound.
Come on,
Nope,
Duncan.
I've never done that
You
sound.
made a video.
Tommy Duncan.
You literally made a
Not
video.
sponsored
Tommy
by.
Bag
Hey,
of
not
Donuts.
sponsored by.
Yeah,
Dunkin'
no,
Donuts.
no free ads. We're
No
not
free
free
ads.
Okay.
This is
We're gonna
Dummy
put it on.
Donuts.
Alright.
This does not say Dunkin'
This
Donuts.
was not.
We're
My
eating
fault.
from Dommy Donuts.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
but okay. So now that was the unloading of the Pokemon cards.
Hey,
Again,
record
we
is
did a
2
regular
on me.
Sword and
I'm up.
Shield, and we also did a what was this one?
So messed up.
Burning Shadows.
Burning
Sun and
Shadows.
Moon.
Burning
Sun and Moon
Shadows,
one,
yeah.
though. So, and that was our.
Yeah.
I had some hope, man.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. But all right, so now we are on to our regular podcast.
Scheduled podcast, and it is another BuzzBoys After Dark.
And yeah.
Ooh.
And speaking of which, so
Don
since
doesn't have pants on.
we're still kind of on the subject
Nice
of
shorts.
Pokemon cards,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
there's a new sort of set coming out. What's going on? 25th
Might as well
anniversary.
jump into it. Yeah, so Pokemon is doing a 25th anniversary. The last time they came out with an anniversary set, it was Pokemon Evolutions. And that set now to this day is still one of the most sought after sets because of a lot of reasons. They have a lot of mega evolutions. Their full arts are cool. They're different. But I think Johnny's got some more information about this 25th anniversary because they're loading it with a lot of boxes, variants,
It's a
of
full set. It's
ETBs. We're seeing a lot of shit with this.
Because, like, the thing about this is, like, or, well, for the past sets that Pokemon's done, like, they've done, alright, a couple boxes here, a couple tins there, but they won't do a booster box, or they'll just do a booster box, and then they won't do an ETB or tins. But this set, it's got everything. There's a ton of shit in this set. In Pokemon Celebrations. So, what this one's going to have, it's going to have 4 Pokemon V full arts, and then 2 V maxes.
That is not a lot, though.
That's
So
not
that
a lot.
means that the pull rates are going to be nuts.
What are they going to be?
For no,
Well-
they haven't said, but they're speculating that because on the boxes they have like Lance's Charizard.
Yeah.
So someone's assuming that one of those full arts are for sure going to be a Charizard, and for sure a Sylveon.
Charizard?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to be like a Sylveon or something. But I don't think
Heck yeah.
that's where the money's going to be in this set, because there's going to be 25 classic Pokemon cards
Oh,
from
that's where
the
money's gonna
past from the past sets and everything. And 2 of those that we definitely are going to see is a gold Charizard 25th anniversary, but like it's going to look like that first edition like classic look. But it's going to have a gold like outlining. Wait here. Let me see if I can get a picture.
No, yeah. So
Pull up a picture now.
once what was it? Logan Paul is wearing the.
Oh, yeah.
So
That chain?
it'll be that card in
Yeah.
style.
You mean the best
but
boxer ever?
literally-
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Well, yes. But it'll be that card but gold. So that's the first time that
So,
they've ever done
like,
that.
the
to a
one where
card.
he's breathing, the fire?
yeah,
yeah.
it's going to look like that.
But it's going to be gold?
He's like,
Is it gold?
"Wow."
Is it look exactly like that, or is it all gold out?
I think it's
Like
just
that.
gonna have the gold edges, right?
Yeah, it's going to have
Okay.
the gold edges. It's going to have the 25th on it.
Yeah.
And plus we also saw the same kind of style but for Venusaur.
Yeah. Oh, and
Venusaur.
Blastors.
And
So,
Blastoise.
so
With
they're
the
gonna be
question
doing
mark.
it for the
Question mark.
Yeah.
for the starters. So I
And
think
is that
they're
one going to be
gonna
golded out too, or no?
Yeah. So
And that
so I think
Charizard
the
is the-
3 original starters will have the gold out.
Yeah.
That Charizard is the main one to look
That's going to be the
Probably,
main problem.
yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
it's
no.
like people are going to want to pair that one with the
for.
first edition
Original.
one.
But not, it's
First-
not going to
first
be
edition.
as, how do you say, like, valuable than the original one.
No,
Yeah,
no,
no.
that one's.
But this one's gonna have some value,
even
though.
Evolutions for the 20th, they did a literally remaster of that first edition.
Just a copy
And,
paste, really.
and then that one, if it's a holo, is worth like $300 to $500, and that's just a remaster one. So
And then they're gonna do a couple boxes and an elite trainer box.
Oh yeah.
Excited about that.
How much do these
Gonna
go
have
for?
a lot of cool shit.
No.
Probably $50.
Yeah.
$50 for these ones because they'll have promos.
Yeah,
That's pretty crazy though. Afterwards, and I didn't know that the Chilling Reign was 8 packs.
Yeah,
no,
I didn't know
Yeah.
that either.
But
I
because the
didn't-
Shining Fates is
I-
10.
I think
Yeah.
that's why it was 40 then.
Yeah,
But,
so no,
yeah,
but that's
most likely because
but
it's
that's
usually what,
also-
60 or 50.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
50, but you get 10 packs.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
those ones.
10 is the going rate though for those kind of boxes. So I'm assuming that they're gonna go back to 10 on these.
But I think it was only 10 because there's no promo, and then usually the ones with 10 like will have a promo.
They didn't say that the
Chilling Reign was a little different than what they usually do.
yeah,
so we'll
but
see.
also for the 25th anniversary one, they didn't come out and say that there's gonna be a promo yet for the elite trainer box. But if they do, I can't imagine what it's gonna be. That'd be cool if they went back to like a tag team.
No, for sure. But either.
Oh.
Is there more on the?
Oh, yeah, no, there's,
what was that giant chest box?
So there's gonna be a pin collection, and then there's gonna be different figures. They're also gonna do a VMAX Pikachu like big ass figure.
And how much would that go for?
Probably.
I'm not a figure guy, dude.
Yeah.
So I don't really know, but it's Pokemon though, and it's gonna be the 25th anniversary, so it's
Probably,
gonna be back.
probably your mama's earrings.
Yeah,
That's how much they're
yeah.
gonna be worth.
But also,
Yeah.
so like the last thing that I'm gonna gloss over is that they're gonna do a collector's chest. So basically, what that is, it's like 25 or 20 packs, but it's gigantic, dude, and it comes with like a board and 2
playing
promo
board,
cards,
right? Yeah, okay.
and then 2 promo cards, 20 packs, and they did this for Sword and Shield base set, and it was black and gold, and it was nice.
Yeah,
And then their
super clean.
promo cards for this one was gross, but
Yeah.
I think it cost like
It was
$100.
it was $100. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
once you buy it somewhere, it was.
And
it
how much was
$100
what the other one
for sure.
cost? The chest one with the pins and shit.
Probably around the same. I could see it going for $125.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I
see it
think
for
that
$125.
like this like set's gonna be not their normal prices.
Yeah, no.
I tell you what, I'm pretty invested a little bit. I think we can all put together some money and buy
Dude.
one together as
Ooh,
a
buy
BuzzBoys.
collector's
Yeah.
chest.
Open
That'd
it
be
on
sick.
stream.
Yeah,
That'd be
Jesus.
that'd be sick.
I think that'd be
Yeah.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
as if we
Yeah.
can get our hands on one.
Yeah.
I'd because I know you
It'll
guys have
probably
like
be tough.
Venmo and shit, so I could just Venmo you my
But-
portion of it.
For sure.
But yeah,
we
no.
should get Drew to make a bot for us to like
Mhm.
buy it when they
Oh, yeah.
But then it would just buy in like 7 of them.
yeah, it's like Drew, we only wanted one.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah,
no, that
that's-
concludes the Pokemon celebration.
We are really
of
hyped for it.
anniversary.
Kind of
Really
exciting,
helpful.
you know.
Yeah,
for-
there's a lot going on with this set, dude. It's
Yeah.
gonna be cool.
Especially
Yeah.
that little. I also really like that Pikachu. That like, what is it? It's like somebody's Pikachu. I think
Mine.
because it's Lance's Charizard, and then
Yeah.
it's like somebody's Pikachu. Somebody's.
it was
Pikachu.
one of the first
It's
gym
really
leaders.
cool looking.
What was his name? But no, like that's the cool thing that they're bringing back
It's
because
not
the
the
first
Sergeant,
edition.
right?
No,
It could be Sarge, but
maybe
think
it was
it might be
Sarge's
Sarge.
They don't
Raichu
got
or
it
something
here.
Sarge's
like that.
Raichu.
Yeah.
Sarge is Raichu. Yeah.
So-
And then they have
that's-
Matt's stupid otter. Like,
Oh, yeah.
You mean Billy?
Bob?
Billy.
Oh yeah, Billy.
Billy's way better. I don't know. Billy's a good otter name. Leave me alone.
Rest
Anyways,
in
but
peace.
so that's gonna be all the basically the new Pokemon news. We're really exciting. We're hopefully we can put something together so that way
Ooh,
at the beginning of the
yeah.
pod
There's a
we can
date
do
for
it,
these
and
too.
We'll see. When
Oh, yeah,
October 8th.
so,
Okay.
dude, so
2021.
much is coming
Twenty
out in
21.
October.
Oh, dude.
it is, yeah, it is.
And it sucks too.
The bank
because
account's gonna take a
'cause-
hit.
Because
Bank account's
Pokemon's
gonna
coming
take a
out with Evolving Skies, and that's the one with like a bunch of different like
Oh,
cool
Eevees?
arts. Yeah, the Eevees, man. Oh, it's gonna be so hard.
hit. Oh, the bank account.
So it's like, do I want to skip this one, and
skip
then
Evolving Skies and
just
then
wait for the 25th
I
anniversary?
think I might do that because I went in more than I thought I would with Chilling Reign.
Yeah, no.
So I think I'm
'Cause those
out
arts
on
are
Evolving
Yeah, no.
Skies.
Chilling Reign is just not my set. It's
But
been
also
kicking
I
my
say
ass.
that now. So if I see like 4 ETBs of Evolving Skies, I mean, we
Probably.
might have to drop $200
So-
right now.
So in October, there's gonna be the new Super Monkey Ball game, Far Cry 6,
Monkey.
Metroid Dread, Back
Metroid-
for Blood,
Whoa.
Battlefield 2042, and then Guardians of the Galaxy, and at the end on the 29th, the other big one is Mario Party Superstar.
Oh, that's
so October
dude,
is stacked, dude.
That one's gonna be perfect, dude. It comes out during holiday season.
Oh,
and then you guys are gonna don't lie, you guys are totally gonna pull the trigger on Mario Golf, especially because it's been going hot.
Dude, that gameplay is hilarious.
Dude, it looks really fun.
I just love how you can run around the course, like go to your balls and stuff.
It's also like a race too. Yeah. It's also like, all right.
That's also like
getting all the
game
fastest
mode,
too.
Yeah,
no, that's pretty funny.
That's good.
But so that's a lot of new stuff in October, so it's exciting to look out for. So we'll probably definitely, most likely have something for you along with. It's spooky month, so most likely scary movies, or Halloween classics. Either or we can fall into that.
Movies. Just something on the Halloween lines that'll get you in that spooky mood.
But so that's going to be exciting for October and for our Pokemon stuff. So, but next we're going to go ahead and get into our homework, which was this will be technically our last week of the 80s month. We're going to, finally close off 80s month with this last movie. So, Dom, what movie did we watch?
Did you guys watch the absolutely ridiculous movie called The Blues Brothers? Blues Brothers. I saw this movie when I was really young, and so I just didn't understand it. But I mean, because it's just so much random, and what they go through just to do everything, it's just kind of like. But it's just one of those movies that they put together and they made. I thought it was going to be more or less like a music movie when I first saw it, because they're the Blues Brothers, and I thought it was going to be more musically orientated, not really like comedy. Mm-hmm. But I guess just starting off, and
it will be getting into spoilers because it's an old movie.
This came out literally at 80.
So if you haven't seen the movie, go watch it. Come back in, either that or just enjoy us talking about it. So this is going to be your spoiler warning for Blues Brothers.
So so the whole premise of the movie, real quick, just so I can talk about it for a second. There's these two brothers, Jake and Dan Aykroyd, who plays the taller brother. And Jake just gets out of prison. They had a band called the Blues Brothers. They were killing it, but then Jake goes to prison. The band splits up, and then they end up getting this quote unquote mission from God to save the orphanage that they grew up in. And they go through a bunch of trouble to try and bring the band back together and get the money. But in doing so, like I said, they get involved in a lot of trouble, and then that's pretty much the movie.
And it's not just trouble; it's trouble with the law.
With Nazis,
with countrymen and Nazis,
and the ex-girlfriend,
and an ex-girlfriend.
Carrie Fisher, rest in peace.
Everything under the sun.
I guess starting on my left, I just want to say, what did you think of the movie?
Dude, okay, so
all right, what did you expect, and then what did you think?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so before, I've only seen a couple scenes, but I didn't see the entire movie, and so basically what I was expecting, that it was gonna be a lot of blues and
type,
jazzy,
very jazzy, and then they're gonna be throwing around a lot of jokes, but I didn't think it was gonna turn into GTA 5 at the end, and then cars doing backflips. And then
that was so ridiculous.
And then a crazy ex-girlfriend blowing up a building.
The telephone.
And then the telephone.
A building with people in it.
Yeah.
And then the net gun. Wasn't it a net gun in the beginning or whatever it was that she had? They were coming out of the alley and
she had something.
It looks like a rocket.
I think that's what it was. A little RPG.
Where did you get all this stuff?
Yeah, no, and then they just So those things didn't even phase them.
The building was the funniest one.
That was the best one.
It's hey, we gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go to work at 9. And then they just dust themselves off, and then they just carry on. But so I didn't expect all that, and but I thought it was pretty funny though. Pretty funny. Yeah.
It's just a wild movie.
Yeah. So once I went into it, I was kind of expecting something I knew it was gonna be funny because of the actors and everything, and I was all right.
John Belushi.
There's gonna be some funny stuff, but I thought it was mostly gonna be musical. I thought it was literally just gonna be a funny musical.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But I didn't expect the whole plot to go where it went. I was once I saw Carrie Fisher blow up the building and them just pat off their shoulders, all all right, let's just go. And I was like, oh my god, are you kidding me? But other than that, yeah, that's what I was expecting once I finished it. Because this was our first time watching it, right?
Yeah.
Like fully, yeah.
And
But-
like
I thought it was bananas.
I'm
That's
you
the
know,
way you
in the same exact boat. Like
describe it.
I've never seen it fully. I've seen, you know, the majority of parts, of course, like that infamous like ending scene with the cars. Like
The cars,
everybody,
yeah.
I've pretty much seen that one, I think. And then the scene with the mall, I've seen a lot of that.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, interesting because there's like the way they talk to each other and like everything's so like smooth and so suave, especially between the brothers themselves. Like when he gets out of prison and like he's like one prophylactic,
Yeah.
one
Like,
used
used.
prophylactic, and then he like puts it aside. And it's just like he's so like suave and he's just like, yeah, whatever, dude, like, you know, give me this, like.
Yeah.
And it just it slowly starts to snowball into this like such interesting and awesome story, and like it's really nothing I would have never expected. Like now, nothing like that can come out now. You know, like it has a sort of charm to it that like really makes it feel like just perfect for the 80s. And you know, like I said, it just nothing like that can really. It doesn't fit now. It's such a weird like aspect of it, but it makes it's so nice, you know, because it's so refreshing and so different. And you know, having fully sat through and watched through it, man, it's really funny. You know, it's funnier than you think.
Oh yeah.
It starts off pretty because at first, like when you watch it and you see he gets out of jail and everything, you're like, what is happening? And
That
then,
was exactly me. Like I was like, what is happening?
And then-
but, so one goes to jail,
in the prison, yeah.
and then it's like
Well, then they
they're
go and
driving
visit
an
a
old
nun.
cop car.
And,
And,
the
there's like,
cop car,
and then he
yeah.
comes out and there's like a godly glow like in the prison that he's like leaving.
Oh,
and he's
yeah,
just like.
yeah.
And then he
What's that?
visits the penguin, and that was one of my
penguin,
favorite, my
nun.
favorite
Yeah.
things where he's like, $5,000. He's like, we'll have it by the end of the week or whatever.
It's easy money.
Yeah.
Easy money. And then
By
he's
the
like-
morning.
Yeah. And she's like, I don't want
your
your
stolen money. It's like,
Filthy money.
get you up, shit creek.
Yes, you're.
And boom, it's like, what'd you say?
She's
Well,
like hitting
I
them
was
with the thing.
saying that you are gonna need some money. I was gonna give it to you, and then you said no. So I guess you're up shit creek. I want shit. Fuck shit.
It just rolls down.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
That
That was
was
hilarious.
that was great. That's where then
Fuck
he's
yeah,
like,
baby.
he's like, yeah, fat penguin. Like breaks the
Weekend,
rule over his
baby.
head.
Friday, baby. Friday, baby.
But,
If you don't know that, go to summer school, baby.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Fuck yeah, baby.
You belong in summer school, baby.
So, I guess the next question that now that I got your expectations and everything is, who is your favorite character? I mean, there's really just two main characters, but I mean there are some others. I mean, for me, it's like a tie between the two because the two personalities complement each other so well. Like I absolutely like. For example, one of the funniest things is when they're ordering food and he's like, "Do you have any toast?" He's like, "Do you have any white bread?" And then he's like, "For you," he's like, "Do you have any chicken?" He's like, "Give me 4 whole chickens." And you're like,
4 fried chickens.
so for me, I think
Wings or thighs? 4 fried
dude. So I guess for me, if I had to pick, it would be John Belushi, Jake.
Sure.
Yeah.
But,
that's it for me too.
I loved
Yeah.
a lot of the things that Dan Aykroyd did too. They were just so funny. Like the way they dance, dude. They're so white.
Yeah.
Like, they're so white, and they're just like. So what about you?
Same boat. I like Jake. I think he's just so funny. I mean, like in a weird way, I feel like Dan Aykroyd's character was more like complimentary.
Yeah.
You know, like
It was an
they're,
assist.
they're definitely the both main characters, but like it feels like it's more centered on Jake because
Jake,
I mean we start with him in the prison like leaving and,
Yeah.
and then like we just kind of follow him along, and then on top of that like it's his ex-girlfriend that's
Yeah,
like, you know,
Carrie
then
Fisher,
just
yeah.
kind of just throwing, you know, for a second in the beginning, like I think when the building exploded I thought to myself and I was like, did I like miss something in the movie? Like, did I miss a scene?
yeah,
I was
I
like,
went back.
I was like, did I
was
miss a
like,
scene? Like, what's wrong here? Where is she coming from? What's going on? You know?
Yeah, no.
But
and,
it's
like,
not
just
until
show
later,
up. She
yeah.
wouldn't show up.
And then later it finally gets explained. But it was like real, like, what the hell? But yeah, it's very much centered on Jake. But like, damn, he plays such a like
Good
appealing
character,
role.
yeah.
Like
Yeah, I
like
know.
you just don't want to look away from him because like you miss the jokes about it. Like in a weird way, it's technically a comedy. but
it is,
it's the jokes are so subtle. Like they're not flat out like haha. Like
some of them are very dry.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and like if you don't pay attention, you miss so many of the funny bits.
Mm-hmm. I was almost amazed at like how much that movie kind of holds up now. So it's like
it definitely does. Yeah,
like, that's like still funny.
It doesn't feel dated at all, to be honest. Like, besides, I mean, of course the tech, but otherwise, the story and everything, like
even the music too, as well. The music is obviously
like classic.
And then Jake's just so funny. Like I love when he's in the restaurant and he's like, "How much for the women? How much for the girls? I want to buy them."
I just loved his like I don't give a fuck attitude.
Yeah, dude, he turns around to that guy and he's like, "Hey, so what's going on for the woman? Like how much?"
Dude,
oh my god, and I love that how like he was like singing at that country bar and he just didn't like his like crowd, so like he was just standing there.
All the entire time they're throwing bottles.
The chicken.
They're throwing bottles the entire time. Once they like walk, it's like chicken wire.
It's a chicken wire.
And I was like, why is there chicken wire?
Because they played Rawhide like 50 times.
And then also like once like the crowd like didn't hate them, they were still throwing bottles. They were still throwing bottles when they were having a good time.
That was speaking of that scene. That was where I was gonna go into next. Obviously the movie is musically inclined to a T, like to a certain point. It's not like an actual musical. But I was gonna ask you, out of all the musical scenes from the church with James Brown to the ending in the Jailhouse Rock and everything between with Aretha Franklin and Ray Charles, which musical scene did you like the most? Like, which one did you think you got the most into?
I think I'm only going first because I just immediately thought of it, but it was the one with Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin?
What's his name?
I don't know the guy's name.
Well, like, that guy was so Ferda. Like,
shut up.
I was like, damn,
I'm about to get slapped.
John, imagine if Heather sings you a whole song like that and you still leave.
It's like, nah, for the boys. It's like,
what?
I would die. I would die. That part doesn't hold up. I'll tell you that. That part doesn't hold up.
He was so Ferda. That was my favorite song part.
Dude, I don't know. Ferda. You know, like, I'm going to pick kind of an underground, like, low-key pick. I really liked there was like a scene in between, like when they're making their way to that area with Aretha Franklin, and or maybe I think it happens before they go and check in on the house that like one of their musicians is supposed to be at.
Oh yeah.
But there's like there's a dude who's like playing guitar and he's singing and like there's a bunch of kids that are like dancing around.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a montage.
It was on the street.
What song is that? But I don't even
like
remember
Ray
the song.
Charles or something.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Ray Charles, but
yeah.
He was like ha.
Yeah, that song exactly.
Oh,
and it was like so like low key, but I feel like that one set up such a vibe of like the setting and like where we're at, what's going on. Like we're in Illinois, like you know all this classic like blues music and stuff, and like it was such a low key because it wasn't like a main musical. Like nobody was really like none of the main characters were really in on it.
Yeah.
But like it was such a cool like scene and montage that like and especially that song was sick.
Plus,
good,
I liked at the end of that song. I was like, man, I wrote this song in the 50s, and there's that like random guy. No, you didn't. He's like, no, you didn't.
Such like it's such a real life
like
thing,
I honestly feel like that was just like honestly like a real take that just like some guys just took.
For sure, yeah.
I don't know, but probably best song and like part for like that aspect. I would say the piano one because I just thought it was funny that they were just dancing
with Ray
in
Charles,
this like tiny ass store.
With Ray Charles,
yeah.
I love when he just like he shoots like at the kid for trying to steal the guitar.
yeah.
But that was a good scene. That was a good scene. I don't know why it always makes you crack up because that scene there's like some guy in the background just like that plays the piano for them, but since Ray Charles is playing, he's playing the tambourine. And, like, dude, he just looks so funny playing the tambourine.
Or the bar one that
with
like,
the good old boys.
And like they're just tossing freaking bottles at them the entire time, and like they're not even flinching.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, we're gonna sing the song again.
I think one of my favorite parts too is how Jake and Elwood join in on like when like they're not doing anything. So like the part where Aretha Franklin's playing, they're just sitting there at the table and then they randomly just get up and start like dancing. or with Ray Charles, they're just there in the background doing like stupid things.
Dude, all I think about like from that is just like from Drake and Josh when they dress up.
Oh,
as
when
them,
they dress up as
and they
do
the
Soul
exact
Man.
bit.
They
Yeah,
never did Soul Man
You guys
in
seen
this
that
one though,
before?
which is sad.
No, well, I
think
honestly
have,
probably
yeah.
have, but it's just so long.
It's been a
There's
while.
probably
Yeah.
deep in the, just like deep in my brain, but
Dude,
it's like it sounds familiar.
There's an
We should
episode of
watch
Drake
it
and Josh
once
where
we-
it's
once
like
we stream later.
it's a talent show thing. I think it's a talent show, and
Yeah,
they
it
basically
is.
go up and they like do a bit of like
Of
Blues
the
Brothers,
Blues
but they're
Brothers,
both
yeah.
like dressed as the
They
Blues
do Soul
Brothers.
Man though.
It's really funny.
I think for me, I think it's either the Think with Aretha Franklin, or even where they play "Give Me Some Lovin'" at the place at the end where they play. I forget what it is. Basically the venue where they go.
The main venue.
I think that part's really good too, cause then right after that, he's like, they play one song and he's like, hey, we gotta go, like, cover for us or whatever, and then they just leave and then everything just gets insane. Like all this stuff starts happening with like the Nazis start chasing them and then they make it to the building and then like the whole SWAT team comes in, everybody comes in and they're just trying to get to the top. And there's that one guy rappelling and he's like I think that is
Take them down.
That was when they had 5 stars on them.
Dude, probably the most ridiculous thing though was once they get to that ledge and they just
The
go
car.
backwards and,
and then they flip.
The
car.
Oh shit!
Yeah, dude. that was
And then
insane.
like the other car like goes and then it just keeps going.
It just keeps going higher in the air. Yeah.
Higher, and then it drops.
They land in like a hole, then the other Nazis like land in the hole with them.
Yeah.
Just like a really like
And then they
random
jump
movie.
over that same hole, but it was like
They jump over that same hole,
There was
yeah.
no ramp or nothing. They
No.
just,
Yeah, they just like jumped over it.
Yeah.
That was definitely a movie that I had to watch twice because I didn't really understand it the first time. But I thought it was a good movie, and there's really nothing else to talk about. It's just a random
It's a wild
thing
ride
put
of a
together.
movie.
Yeah.
Just a couple of
bananas.
Because I would say that it's just a couple of bros just trying to make some dough.
Literally for
Just a couple of
For a
bros
good
making
cause.
nuts.
for a good cause,
For a
yeah.
good cause.
Because
How it was just wholesome
the
at
James
end
Brown
there.
scene, like randomly, he's like the band.
It just starts glowing. Like
Yeah.
they're in the church after they just finished praising, and he just starts glowing. He's
And he does a
like,
couple flips too.
I
like,
got
you
an
know?
idea.
Yeah.
He's like, what? We're gonna get the band back together. and then from that point on, the rest of the movie, they're just like, we're on a mission from God.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's all Elwood would ever say is like,
Yeah.
like, ma'am, we're on a mission from God. But I think that's hilarious too, that scene, because they're just like, the camera angles are so funny because then you just see people in this Baptist church just being thrown in the air, like so high,
Yeah.
just like being shoveled in the air.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, it's just like musically and like hilariously like funny, like comedic stuff, but like nothing where I ever like burst out laughing completely. Just a lot of like these like little things, and then like the random scenes where the cars start flipping and the Nazis come after him, where he's like, hey, what's going on here? He's like, Nazis, like, I hate Illinois Nazis. like,
I actually started laughing, dude, because as soon as I saw them waiting in line, I was like, dude, these guys are gonna try to hit him.
then Carrie Fisher randomly, like, one of the other
Dude,
funny
Dude,
just
scenes.
tracking them down.
she probably had like 10 lines.
And
I don't even
it's-
know if she had 10
It's
lines.
such
dude.
an interesting
maybe
role.
less than
Like
that.
throughout
Was
the
that
movie,
her first role of all time too?
throughout the
Because I feel like
no,
like,
I don't
not
think it was.
speak.
because like there were
Star
some
Wars.
talking
No, Star Wars
lines
was first,
that was
came out in
just like,
79
is
or
this their
70?
first time? Wait, what?
79.
Star
No,
Wars
she was
came
a Star
before
Wars.
this.
Oh,
One
yeah.
of them did.
So like back then, like they like pulled this.
But
She was a
even then,
superstar.
but
Yeah,
even then, like for
superstar.
those of you who haven't seen the movie, Carrie Fisher is in the movie, and
Right.
literally throughout the entirety of the movie, she plays Jake's ex, one of the Blues Brothers.
Which you don't even
And-
know she is.
Right. So for the majority of the movie, she just appears and she just tries to kill them. Like
Kill them,
she
yeah.
blows up
Yeah.
a building, she shoots rockets, she uses a flamethrower.
She was
at
looking
them,
up a
like-
flamethrower
Right.
book too. And,
And she
then she actually used
and
it.
she never talks. She doesn't say anything up until like towards the final
like the very
act.
last.
Yeah,
like
and
the
she's
very last,
like
20 minutes.
I honestly thought that I missed something though. I was like,
Yeah.
No, yeah, yeah.
did
why
I
does she keep
skip
showing up?
something? Like why is she? What is happening?
Yeah.
Well,
It's just
the
so
one of the
wild.
I also
funniest-
thought that thought that angle too was just funny. That was just like,
oh, it's hilarious because you don't
random
know
chick.
You don't know exactly what's happening until the very end, where she's like, "I was up on the altar, like you left me," and he makes up like 8 different excuses. He's like, "My tire was flat.
There's an earthquake. There's a flood."
It's like, "I'm sorry." He's like, "Please don't kill me."
The next time I'm late for work, I'm gonna say, "I'm sorry. There's an earthquake. There's a flood." Hey, actually, there was a flood.
There was a flood. Yeah,
there was a flood.
On the west side.
An EP, but that was the other thing I was gonna ask too, real quick. Out of the like 3 different ways you try to kill them, which one do you think was the funniest?
The building.
The building.
I think the building.
The
one,
phone booth is pretty funny though, because they
like,
just shoot directly in the air.
Oh, the phone booth.
Dude, like they just.
It's like you just see it flying, and then they crash down, and then they're just like,
Oh, quarters.
"Oh, hey, this got me $7 quarters today."
I think that was funny.
One of the funniest things for me though in those scenes is that when they're sleeping and she blows up the building, you see them like sleeping and then the building caves and they just like fall with it.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like, and then they get up and they're like, "It's 9 o'clock. Like we're gonna be late for work. Come on!" And then like they go and they do the thing.
My favorite also is like
No, but the point of view that was in the room.
Yeah, because they're
as
just
they're kicking
there.
it in,
And
they
the
just-
cops are like right there. They open the door. It blows up.
they
Because
just
it
fall.
shows freaking what's his nuts just like sleeping with
Yeah,
the glasses on.
But like they don't even like they literally just like fall with like everything. And then,
That was just such a funny visual through the window with like the cops on the other side of
Yeah.
the wall. And, like,
And then they crack
And it's
open the
just
door
fucking
and
Belushi
they open
And you
it.
know what's the
The
weirdest
cops
part?
fall in.
She like
on top of
she
him.
blows it up with a remote that looks like for an RC car. Like it
Yeah.
has sticks, and then she presses a button on the top. It's like what?
Because I thought that she was gonna like fly like a drone.
Oh yeah, isn't that too like a little heli or something?
How the hell they have drones?
In the
Yeah,
80s.
So what were you gonna say right now though?
I was gonna say like at that same scene too, like in the building, once the cops finally get up, you see like the bricks are so clear. They're like styrofoam or something,
Yeah.
you know. But like it's the sheriff with the hat, and like one brick is just perfectly there, like not even bending the hat. He's just like, oh, okay. Well, it's like so funny.
Because that was also funny too when he's like, "Don't you think they're gonna come to your house?" He's like, "No." He's like, "I gave him this address," and he's like, "That's Wrigley Field." I was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" But I guess that pretty much sums it up. I don't know if you guys have any last thoughts on the movie.
Final ratings. That's
Just
all
the
we
final
need.
rating. All right. I'll just go ahead and start it off. For me, this is like a movie I saw a while ago, and I really like it. I really dig the music, so I'm giving this one a 9. This was a 9 for me, for sure. Just classic. I guess we'll go from left
It
to right.
definitely is a pretty good movie though. It's definitely a classic for sure. I'm gonna go 8.9.
Wow.
It's on the cusp, but I thought it was like a really good kind of classic movie. Funnier than I thought it was gonna be.
For like I think for the type of movie that it was, like it was definitely a movie that like it doesn't take itself very seriously, and it's very not a serious movie at all.
Like it knows
It's-
that being just ridiculous.
Exactly, and it's
Hard
just
to
like,
backflip.
but really good music, and just generally like for what it was, being not a serious movie, the acting was actually really cool. Like you really kind of felt the characters and their roles right away. Like it definitely didn't change. So I'd probably give it like I think an 8-1.
8-1,
Just 'cause
okay.
it's so classic. Like it's like. Definitely an easy rewatch, but like just because it's a little bit more of a jokey movie, and it's like like there, but just solid movie.
But also
beautiful
definitely,
watch,
like,
easy watch too.
Because I thought there was like good blend of like really good music and then like comedy too. And
Yeah,
it's like
of
that's
course,
something
yeah.
that you really don't see, and they did it,
Mm-hmm.
and it actually worked out. And I was like thoroughly surprised. I was like, wait.
Yeah.
No,
That's
yeah,
actually a
actually,
good point.
First the car's flipping, and then there's this guy that's like that's just great at piano and a legend too, and they just threw him into this movie. It's like, okay, sure.
Ray Charles.
Yeah.
No,
Dude's a goat.
I'm like pretty close to what you guys are kind of feeling about this movie too, because like this movie knew that it was absolutely ridiculous. Didn't take itself too seriously, but at the same time, it did have it like, whoa, wow, okay. Like that's like really talented stuff right there of like what they're doing on screen right now.
That's funny too.
But and it was just funny. But so I'm gonna be a little lower than you guys, probably around Drew. I'm gonna be at like a 8.0 flat.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, All in all, good ratings, and that wraps up our 80s week.
Yeah, well, our 80s month.
80s month.
Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna
That was a
end
fun
it.
month.
But it's sad that the 80s are gonna be stuck in June. But you know what? It's okay because July we're gonna kick it off with summer movies.
Yeah, summer vibes.
We'll get into that a little bit towards the end once
Summer
we
vibes
assign
on.
our homework. But
Which is you, right?
yeah, which is me this week. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and get into our the stuff that we're watching, we're keeping up with. 2 little shows. One of them being starting off with Bad Batch.
Yes.
Bad Batch.
We will be getting into spoilers for both of these shows because we're already kind of deep in, and Loki's starting to get deep. I mean, we're pretty much in the
We're at
mid
the halfway
season
point
so
for
for
Loki,
Loki.
yeah.
So
Halfway.
if y'all haven't seen it, what are you doing? Watch it. Like
Figure
we
it
always
out.
say,
Figure it out.
come watch it with us, and
it
and
the
if
frick
not,
out.
skip ahead to a year and 8.
Right.
But for now, we're gonna go ahead and this is your spoiler warning, both for Bad Batch and Loki. So we'll start off with Bad Batch. Cad Bane, dude.
That was a good
Messing
episode.
up, eh? And then the Kaminoans, underground, doing all
So,
this
Getting
stuff.
saucy.
Cad Bane came out last episode, right? In the
Right.
season, mid-season finale. So, dude's a badass, yo.
He's an animal.
Dude,
Yeah.
He looks cool.
So, because we never brought it up.
He's a
cool.
ba- well,
His
also-
voice is the coolest.
Yeah,
though.
very cool.
But also, like, keep in mind that this guy's fought Jedis,
Yeah.
straight
yeah.
up.
Yeah,
Killed
he
Jedi.
fought
Like,
against
he's-
Obi-Wan with the green lightsaber.
Like he's literally hunted Jedis. So
Yeah. And it was
he's
interesting
a
to
badass
see,
for sure.
because we were left with the question mark of who is Fennec working with, and this covered it.
Well, it covered 2 things.
Two things,
big things.
Cad Bane as well.
It was they covered that
And
for her
Omega, though.
and what she
Omega.
actually
Omega,
is.
yeah, she's
which-
first
so
generation.
all of y'all were wrong.
I know.
She was not a Force user whatsoever.
for what we know.
But she is intent. Well,
hope she
mostly.
is.
I
Are
mean,
we gonna hold
Django's
on
not
to
a
this?
Django's not a Force user,
I know.
and neither
Are
is
we
Boba.
gonna drop
but
the whole
they're
Force?
they're an exact copy, so she can't be a Force user.
We don't know
Yeah,
yet.
because that's what they were saying, that she's got the raw DNA.
She's
she's
exactly.
she's
she's
got
exact.
the first generation.
She's essentially the way you.
She's literally like Boba's sister.
That's what I was gonna say. The way you
Yeah.
would think of it is Boba
kinda
is her
looks like
brother.
him.
You
Yeah.
know,
Like,
like
when you look at it.
they're
She kind
very.
of looks at him, which is pretty interesting. It makes me
Like
wonder.
siblings.
I guess like the Kaminoans just want her so they can keep the genetic.
Right, they want to
You
keep
know,
the contract,
yeah,
basically.
going
so
on.
they can keep doing clones. So maybe this is a way
but
they stop doing clones.
on top
Clones
of-
anymore.
Everything that we're finding out, we come to find out that those 3 Kaminoans, now only 2, because Fennec killed the other one, are like against each other low key. Like one of them wants Omega and the other one wants Omega, and
But one
so
wants Omega to live, basically, like
Yeah,
free,
and
more or
then
less.
the other one wants to
wants
just
to
keep
like
her for
use
the
her
DNA.
yeah.
Keep her in a lab.
Mhm.
For
DNA.
test and all
DNA
that
and
stuff.
stuff.
So it's pretty interesting how we're seeing that like all fold out, because at first I was like, the fact that like Fennec keeps randomly popping in and like they're not touching up on it is kind of annoying, but bringing in Cad Bane, because we didn't even cover this last time. Dude, he smoked Hunter in that fight, in that one-on-one.
Oh yeah.
So
Smoked him.
that's one thing I was really
Was that
thinking
quick
about
draw?
because like I feel like
Oh yeah.
it was too bad of a shot for Hunter to have missed. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
feel like he's a better gunman than that.
Gunman,
Like,
yeah.
So
Maybe
I
if it was
think
Crosshair.
that was the plan the whole time.
Maybe if it was Crosshair, then like Crosshair hits
Maybe,
him, but
yeah.
like,
but
like,
maybe
they weren't that far, right?
that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like
But
it was
also
part
like
of his
trying
plan.
to aim, like trying to pull an aim,
But at the same
like
time,
that like probably takes like a skilled shooter.
because if you think of it, like I mean, he shot off his companion's leg,
Plus, he's
Cad
more
Bane's
of a knife
companion,
guy, right?
and that's what got him saved. You know, that's what, or I should say, that's what freed Omega was
Omega
that
later
she
on,
used
yeah.
the leg to free herself. You know, she used it as an excuse to get out of the chamber. So maybe that's what it was, but otherwise,
But
like,
I don't
maybe
think
he just
I don't
missed,
think Hunter
which
would
is
have.
like which is too weird for me though. You know, like how did he miss? Like,
Well,
Yeah.
but I was gonna ask you guys that though. Going back to the Omega reveal, like, do we think that's the reveal? Like,
I think that's the one.
If it was, then like I wasn't like streaming like, wow.
Same,
Like,
yeah,
I
I
was
wasn't-
I was like
Boba's sister. Whoa.
I was like very whelmed at
Yeah.
that fact. I was very
Yeah.
I was leaning and hoping on that she was force sensitive.
Because that's the thing with Star Wars too, is that like it's very hard for Star Wars to make something very entertaining without lightsabers. Because dude, that makes up a lot of Star Wars. So that's why the Mandalorian was so unique, because they didn't really have lightsabers. They made it work. So immediately when something happens, we all want it. We all want
Jedi.
it. We're like
Sith.
Jedi.
Well,
Yeah.
and
Lightsaber.
also,
Lightsaber. Force. Dual lightsaber. Darth Maul.
so I was gonna say, like, though you were whelmed, you know, you have to think about it this way. maybe this is what leads into the Book of Boba. Maybe he's trying to find his sister Omega.
That'd be
That would be cool.
Maybe, or like
cool.
train her, or maybe it leads somewhere else.
That's what I was gonna bring up next, because
cool.
most likely they're just gonna run with this, that she's just first generation. That'll probably be the end of it. I doubt they're gonna add anything else.
I feel like he's gonna show
maybe
up.
they're not gonna add anything else, because maybe they are moving into trying to set the pathway for the ending of the Bad Batch, because obviously they don't live. We don't know anything of. Like, we knew Rex lived. We knew that his last fight was Endor. So, but we didn't know anything about the Bad Batch. We don't hear anything. So, it's clear that they're going to have an end somewhere. So, I'm thinking maybe they will start moving into the Grogu factor, maybe later. But one of the interesting things that I found out is, do you guys remember Boba's gear? You know how he has a dent on his helmet right here?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually because him and Cad Bane had a duel too. And that's how Cad Bane dies, is they both have a standoff, and Cad Bane shoots Boba in the helmet. That's where the dent comes from, and Boba kills Cad Bane.
Dude, I would love to see that.
Which is a stupid idea, though, because if you think about it, you're like, dude, he's got best car.
Yeah.
It's
Why
really
even try?
dense, too.
It was like there's like a little dent.
But it
like,
was
in
like
his head.
old ass
Best car.
armor though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, maybe. But that's how I read that Cad Bane dies, is by Boba. So maybe he goes after Cad Bane looking for Omega, and then he sees Boba.
So I'm kind of thinking that I think we're gonna see Boba probably coming up, or like probably by the end.
Because he's still young here, right? He's still a teenager.
That's what he's not. I would say a teenager. He's like adolescent. He's definitely not an
Yeah.
adult, but he's not a kid by any means. Like,
Yeah.
you would think he's a
Because
teenager.
by, like,
I think he's
season
about like
4,
15,
more or less.
18, right?
That's what I would
Yeah,
say.
I
I think he's
Like,
probably within
maybe
that range,
latest, like oldest 2022.
Yeah.
No older than that. There's
That'd
no
be cool to see a 20 to 22 year
Yeah.
old
a
Boba.
super
Just a prime Boba.
But
Yeah.
he's not like super like bounty hunter skilled yet. Like he's just
Yeah,
kind of a
no.
young
Yeah.
gun, kind of like Batman.
I would
year
also
one.
love to see
Yeah,
how he gets his
Very raw.
like how he turns Django's armor into the green, and like how he.
But
I
also,
kind of came up with that idea.
but
Django's so
also,
sick.
are we gonna just totally just like be done with this force sensitivity going on with
For Omega?
Yeah, with
For
Omega.
me, I feel like yeah.
Are we gonna let it go?
Yeah.
Or
I'd
because
be
I'm
like-
kind of thinking
I
that like
I'm
the good Camino, like she wants her back
Kaminoan, yeah.
because she's a little force sensitive.
Well, she doesn't really want her back because remember she was like, I could go
Yeah.
trace her for
Oh,
her, and
that's
she was
true.
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
no, don't
Okay,
worry
so,
about it. Like she's safe
She's more or less just trying to keep her from coming back to
Yeah.
because she knows that
You
she's
know
gonna
what?
be
So I
like,
think
I
it
don't
might
know.
be done. I think it might be done.
I think there's definitely there's definitely room for something, because we still have 7 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I think so. I think there's room for something, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't do anything else. But I also wouldn't be surprised if Filoni says like, "Hey guys, by the way, here," and just
But
like
it's
throws
still
us a
kind
gift.
of big though, because that like
It's
basically
huge.
turns
It's-
off the entire like thing that they do. Though,
Yeah,
'cause
no, it's
like,
massive.
Because like they're gonna need her to like produce clones.
Because that's what makes me
so maybe
wonder.
that's why they don't produce
Well,
clones anymore.
that's what makes me wonder like what happens, because like we don't see clones in Empire in sequels. We don't see them anywhere. So like, does she live? Does she die? Like, did she just? I'm assuming the Kaminoans probably just went extinct somewhere. Like they just probably killed them, or like.
I feel like it would be too upsetting of an ending for her to die, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
I don't think she'll die young, if that makes sense.
But like, so say like Bad Batch, where like in the finale, and she dies, it would kind of feel like, all right, well, like like it almost like they started this thing and immediately closed it.
I don't think she would die in the Bad Batch though. Like,
Yeah,
I'm saying like
exactly.
later on.
Yeah.
But I mean, you never know. Like, how far is this from Mandalorian? Exactly, because Mandalorian is after.
Is it after?
I'd say like
4?
Mandalorian is after 6.
Oh
6.
yeah. Oh,
So,
6.
at this point in time, Grogu's still tiny. Like Grogu's really
like,
young in his life cycle. Very,
think
very young.
of
Luke is a baby still.
Ahsoka. She's like probably like 30 or 40.
Yeah, she
Mhm.
no.
No.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
Ahsoka might be in her late 20s at this point.
No, there's no way.
Yeah.
Because this is right. Bad Batch is
Look
right
at
after. Bad Batch is right after.
Bad Batch is right after Order 66, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I know,
So
yeah.
She's like,
And Ahsoka,
so then, like I think she's probably around like 20s then.
I think she's
Yeah.
probably like
During the Bad
27.
Batch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But during Mando, she was a lot older.
Oh, Mando, yeah.
For sure.
I'm thinking like 30s,
So I think
40s.
that
It's
is...
because that's like 30 years past.
Yeah.
So she's got to be at least 40s.
Yeah, 40s.
So I think that is turning into a little bit of a... Even Omega and Grogu, like, meeting each other. Because, like I said, Grogu's still tiny at this point. Like, we don't even know if Grogu's out of the temple yet. I mean, I'm assuming he
Just
is.
a little shrimp.
But
But,
it just sounds like
you got to think of it. At this point, Luke is also still a baby, dude. Like,
Luke is tiny. Yeah, Luke is
he's
small.
He's still a baby.
So, I mean, and what does Luke do with Grogu? You know, after he meets, like, you know, does he?
Yeah,
but this is also like what 20
or
years.
does he just
plus
kill him because
afterwards?
he don't throw? He just kill him just because like he tried to kill Ben too. He's like,
But yeah, any other thoughts? What do you guys think of anything else on Bad Batch?
I don't know.
No, I think that's it.
It was a very good episode.
It
Very good.
It just changes
at
a
the
lot of the
same
direction.
thing,
though.
yeah.
I do like the last one a little
of
bit
the
more
show.
though. Like when they faced like Crosshair.
Yeah.
I did like that episode more,
And
but
yeah,
this
same.
one was also good.
This one was still really good,
Yeah.
despite me being like whelmed with
It's
the
picking
whole
up a lot
Omega
more.
thing. But now I'm more so curious of like
How they move with it
how they're gonna move forward because like I kind of already had the whole show.
in your head.
Like done up. All right.
Now
this
that
part that's
it's
fine.
unfolding, like it's,
So I do like where I don't really know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like I love when a show has
Because,
something
like, she was kind of saying that it's like, alright, so, like, the only thing that's going to keep happening is, like, they're going to keep, like, bringing people out to, like, try to get her back.
And
like,
on top of
it's
that,
just going to keep happening.
Crosshairs is on it now.
And
like
then
he's
Crosshairs
just
is on there,
straight
too. Yeah.
pissed.
And then
like,
how are we
on
feeling
it.
about Crosshairs?
Dude, he looks messed up.
Is he turning?
He's very burnt. Like when
He's bad.
when
But
they
no, I
show
think
him
he's, like,
when they
gone,
show him in
gone.
the cockpit, like he's like super like
No,
ashy.
Yeah, no.
So like I don't know, maybe it's gonna be maybe they're gonna put like a specific helmet on him and maybe he's just gonna keep that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Kind of like a sort of Vader like
Yeah.
esque sort of
Vader
what are they called?
like
The
a bounty hunter.
Inquisitor, maybe an Inquisitor sort of
Ooh,
thing.
yeah.
How sad would it be if like they ended up going to a direction where Crosshair is the one that actually kills all the Bad Batch, like one by one, like slowly?
That'd be crazy.
Dude, now that's what I was
imagine?
kind of thinking. It's like, what if this show is only supposed to be one season, and like it just basically ends like a Rogue One thing? Like everyone kind of has their last stand, trying to push Omega to safety, more and more and more and more, and then boom,
I think if
Omega's
anybody's
all alone.
I think if-
Omega's the one that like kills Crosshair, and then the show changes from Bad Batch to Bad Bitch. And it's just like Omega.
Yeah, it's like it
Yeah, no, it,
turns
like- it, like-
bad bitch.
Yeah.
Burns again. It,
Yeah.
like, burns away again. Bad.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, I think if we were to see one of the batch go, it's gonna be probably Wrecker.
Wrecker.
Yeah.
I have a feeling too.
I have a feeling record.
As much as I want to say Tick because he's not really like a fan favorite, I think he's a little bit more important
Tick is sick.
to the squad.
Yeah, like
Dude,
they
I
can't
would-
like go anywhere.
I think they're all gonna die.
I would cry.
I think
if
somewhere
Echo-
down the line they will, dude.
Echo
Echo,
cries.
Do they
that
die
would
together?
suck.
I would cry. Hey, have you guys seen that?
I'm
By the
gonna
way,
go down with that ship.
Have you
I think they're all gonna die.
have you seen that thing about Echo's helmet? Have you guys seen
Yeah.
the way it's cut?
The
Yeah.
way-
Yeah.
Dude, that's so
Yeah,
sick.
it's
I
like-
didn't
You
know
never noticed that?
No, and then
Yeah.
it like they but they
'Cause
never
that's
show
like-
him like putting it on like they usually cover it or like he does it off camera.
To
But, like,
me, he still looks
sick.
like the coolest.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah,
does.
and the cool part is them changing his arc skirt, his
Yeah.
arc trooper
So
skirt.
Yeah.
Bad Batch skirt.
Bucket.
But otherwise, yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for Bad Batch. Like I said, keep up with us.
Yeah,
It's
keep up
still
with it.
we're in the middle of it, so it's really getting good now.
Mm-hmm.
So next we're gonna get into Loki.
Very spicy.
Interesting, shorter than the first two
Shorter.
episodes
Shorter than
we
the
are.
first two.
And
Not by
again,
much.
this is gonna be spoiler warning because we will be dipping in.
This is
So
already mid-season
so we're
finale.
in
Yeah.
episode 3. So spoiler warning right here. But anyways, dude, just right off the bat, how about that stinger of an ending, huh? Where it was just
Dude,
like
oh my
the
god.
rocket's gone, and then like, what do they do now? You know,
Well,
like,
I thought it was really cool though because you see
Visually,
all this like
visually.
visually this episode
visually,
was
beautiful.
Probably the best one.
dude.
Yeah,
I
I
love
think
what
so
they're
too.
doing with this
Purple.
show still.
Purple.
Purple,
So much
everywhere.
Purple train.
Purple train, purple sky, purple moon.
Purple planet.
Dude,
More
all we
purple.
were missing was purple man.
That was so
Purple
sick.
man,
Like the
no
arc
purple man.
just like explodes in front
Yeah.
of them. Like,
Dude, yeah,
and the
they're
music
all
like speeds up as it's like
Yeah.
getting there and,
and
getting there.
and
there's-
like everyone's scrambling, trying to get to here.
We can
trying
make
to
it,
get
we
there,
can
trying
make
to do
it.
this, trying to do that, and then boom, you just see it, and then everyone's just looking
Like,
together, and you
yeah.
just see them all stop.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, just like
Yeah,
falling to their
because
knees.
that was the whole thing, though, is that in the actual timeline, the arc blows up, correct?
Mhm. Yeah.
So they were trying to prevent that, and they didn't.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I get this weird feeling that the next episode is going to be somewhat of a filler of them getting out.
Yeah.
I don't think it's really going to progress too much on the story.
But crazy things were said in this one.
They were, yeah.
As in, the people at the TVA, they were not created by the Timekeepers.
Mm-hmm.
As well
they're,
as,
like, brought in. Or, well, they're variants.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah. That they're all variants of people from the sacred timeline.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
that's interesting.
It's getting insane. I got some Scarlet Witch vibes when what's her name? Lady Loki.
Lady Loki.
Sylvie?
She gets mad. Sylvie, yeah. She gets mad. She screams, and you can hear like the power.
When she like stomps down, and like there's a sonic wave.
So I think that's really cool. Got a little Scarlet Witch vibes there, but I don't know exactly what's happening either. Like I still don't know Loki's angle.
I think the weirdest.
I have a theory, and them saying that the workers were variants makes me believe in this theory again that Agent Mobius is one of the timekeepers. Yeah. I think he's not just a agent. I think he's one of the timekeepers, low key. Yeah. And
Loki.
God,
gotta
again once every part. But but like straight up, and I'm then like by the end of the show, Loki's gonna be like, I want to speak to the timekeepers, and I can be like,
Loki's a timekeeper too.
I'm right here.
Yo, what about freaking Loki being a timekeeper?
How?
I don't know, like a variant of Loki being a timekeeper.
Maybe you know what, and
that's crazy. Possible. It's possible.
Maybe.
It's literally possible.
What if it's a double? Like, what if Morbius is one of the timekeepers and both Lokis are the other two?
Ooh.
Timekeepers.
Oh, see, that'd be sick.
That'd be interesting. You know, because they never said a timekeeper wasn't a girl.
Yeah.
They never said that.
But I'm gonna definitely say that Kang the Conqueror is definitely one of them.
No,
for sure.
I hope.
For sure.
I don't know.
Sure,
if it's not there, it has to be Quantumania. Like, if it's not there, it's gotta be.
I think they're not gonna show Kang this early. But I think we'll get like, all right, it's Kang, but like we're not gonna see the actor. Like we're not gonna. Like we'll probably see like a statue or like a portrait. But I think Mobius is suspecting that Kang is up to something, and that's why he's like working more in depth with the variants and the timeline because he's a timekeeper.
That's an interesting theory.
That's my theory.
Everything is so like open right now that I can't like confirm anything. Like I can't be like yes this, yes that. Like it's so off to me that I don't know what it is. Like I don't know what Lady Loki's like ultimate plan is. I don't even know what side Loki is on, if he's even on a side. I don't know what Mobius is. It's so weird to me, and I have a feeling I'm not going to find out next episode either, because like I said, I think it's going to be more of a filler of how they're going to get off that place.
I think next episode is going to deal with them getting back to Mobius. Or
and also, do you think that guy is just a variant from like the 90s? Because he loves the 90s.
Yeah, everything is... No, dude, I think he's a timekeeper, man.
But I really want him to be a timekeeper, too, but I could totally, like...
See him just being a 90s dude.
Kind of see, like, this guy just being a variant, like, of the...
Maybe?
Of, like, the 90s, and then, like, someone telling him that, and, like, he's like, wait, what? Like, I had a life?
Yeah, true. Yeah, I could see it, too. But that's why I like this show so much, though. It has your brain going so many different angles, so many different ways. Because it's like, dude, what is Loki doing? Whose team is he on? Like, we know he's on Team Loki always, but it's like, what does that side even want?
And I do want to say, like, wasn't there such a weird, especially when they more so got on the train, wasn't there this sort of vibe that they almost like... It was like almost a relationship. Is it just me? Like when they were talking to each other,
they sounded
and he's like
close.
showing the fireworks.
They sounded close.
It was almost in a weird way romantic. You know, like between the two. And it was like Loki with Loki. You know, like so weird.
It could be that just like
him
Loki, just like Loki's a very prideful person, so he like loves himself. So it's like, oh hey, look, that's myself.
He's also a very mischievous person, so maybe he's trying to do a little.
Well, that was like
getting on her side a little bit.
Maybe.
Because I think the entire time that like they were both like trying to like get the edge on each other of like, so maybe you should go do that, and then I'll just chill here. He's like, no, you won't. You won't just chill there.
Yeah.
Because you're probably gonna do this, and like then that one would be like, well then don't do that then.
And in a weird way, though, Girl Loki definitely does have the edge because after the whole train thing went to shit, like, she scolds him. She's like, I don't put my, like, missions at jeopardy just for, like, a joke and, like, for fun. Yeah. And, like, you see that she's really serious about this. Well, so, like, she's the real, almost in a weird way, the real deal, you know? Like, it's weird.
I also have to bring this up. Tom Hiddleston has got some Asgardian pipes on him.
Oh, he sing.
And
if that was actually him singing,
if that was him, because he was singing in Norwegian, and I actually wanted to look that up again. I found this whole like 5-minute thing of him just singing that little part. He was touching on some weird emotional strings for Lady Loki. Like she seemed very like I don't know if it was hurt or if it was
the way she looked at him. Like
she looked like it looked like he brought something up inside her, and I don't know what exactly. But man, he was crushing it there.
That's why I also meant the whole relationship, like sort of like weird attraction, like vibe, because the way she looked at him
she
was
looked
like,
at him like,
whoa.
And he was even looking at her like
exactly.
like remember this type of like, and I don't know what he brought up.
I wonder if the lyrics to the song like have a deeper meaning, because like if you watch it and the subtitles are there, all it says is Asgardian singing, like that's all you see.
Well, if you the one, I think the one I looked up on YouTube, they actually have
they have the actual
I think so,
wording.
but it was just a 5-minute snippet of him singing that very slow part, and he had this nice like weird like Asgardian tune to him. Like he didn't have like Bradley Cooper pipes or like Justin Timberlake, but he had this like nice little like
almost like a pub style singing.
And then it randomly turned into like the whole. And then I like that they paid a little ode to Thor 1 where he slams. He's like another slams a drink.
Yeah,
that was cool.
I thought that was so funny, dude. I would love to do that.
I would too, but I feel
like
like
just like
boom. But it's gotta be at like a pub in like, England.
I also
like
feel as though I need a status. Like I need a status because I think if I was just some rando, like they'd be like, "Dude, get the fuck out." I'd be like, "All right."
It's like, dude, why are you slamming glasses, bro?
But that was cool.
Chill. That's what I was gonna say. Overall, like such a solid episode.
Great episode again,
and
man.
Very,
I'm really loving this one.
Very cold ending. You know, like very just like it's so open
and then
now.
the song
you know,
too of like. Just all of them, and then the song
visually
like,
just
plays
so
in,
nice.
and just oh my god!
I think
because that ending credit song, it was like that old cast, dude. That came in. Oh my god!
Visually, this episode was amazing.
Visually was good. I think they could have done a little bit better on the fighting. There were some parts where it just didn't give It looked like they were worried too much about like choreography sometimes. Like it looked like they were like. It wasn't like this free flow like thing.
Like,
sometimes
it wasn't a lot of CGI involved. It was like actually
like it looked a little bit
choreographed fights.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, like it looked a little slow there, or whatever. Like, but other than that, like I think it was. I mean, like I don't think the best episode so far, but I think good. I think really good. Visually the best. Though.
Yeah, I don't know which one's the best one because I like them all a lot.
They're all really good.
Like it's hard for me to rank them right now. But
And
other than that, man, I'm super excited for this.
We're still sort of
here. Second half.
We're still sort of early in, but not really when you think about it. So
through.
It's really interesting. So you know, like I always say, just keep up with us. We're gonna keep watching it up until it's over, and it's gonna be over soon, sooner than you think. So that's gonna be it for the stuff we've been pretty much keeping up with. Now we're gonna go ahead and get into our yay or nay. So starting that off, let's start with the Courage mixed with Mystery Inc., which is the new animated movie. There's gonna be from WB.
Oh, it's gonna be a movie.
Yes, technically it's a movie, you know, because it's like a straight to DVD special. Is the best way to clarify it. But essentially, what it is, it's like basically a Scooby Doo, like one of those guest movies where they group up with like John Cena or whoever it may be. But this time it happens to be Courage the Cowardly Dog. So, what do you guys think about that?
Man,
dude, I'm in.
I'm in. This is something.
I'm gonna give this one a yay because I think. Yeah, man. Like I think it's gonna be like a fun watch.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it will be too. I mean, I grew up on Courage, like that was a good one, and of course Scooby Doo as well. This is something that I don't think anyone asked for, but something that we didn't mind getting. It's like that meme from Star Wars. What is it? Like a surprise, but a welcome one. Like, I don't mind it, you know? I'm interested to see even how Courage and Scooby react with each other, seeing that they're both dogs.
Because they're both puppos.
I'm gonna also give it a very fat yay because, like, I mean, Courage and Scooby have, like, the very same scaredy dog vibe, you know? Very, like, pansy, but, like, at the same time, they get things done.
Can anyone
you know?
do his, like, little jibber jabber thing he does when he's trying to... Yeah, there you go.
I just like
real.
Yeah.
That's the one.
And then I love Eustace, who's like, "That's it, I get me mallet."
That's it. I'm getting me mallet.
I'm getting me mallet.
Just pulls this big like.
What did I do?
I'm in.
Yeah.
But all
Yay
right.
for you.
Big yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So next, we're gonna go ahead and get into an interesting one that, like, Dom and I kind of just saw the trailer of, but it's called
We don't really know much of.
Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
So go ahead and explain this for us. What is
I'll
it?
introduce this one. So Chainsaw Man, it's literally a man who's a human chainsaw.
Yeah. No, wait.
Is
Turns
he?
into chainsaws.
Oh, yeah,
Go
right,
on.
yeah. No.
Yeah.
So he turns into chainsaws. John and I, as avid anime watchers and somewhat manga readers, kind of,
No.
we've
the big ones.
I like mangoes.
We've
I like
just
mangoes.
seen how big this one's doing in terms of sales and in terms
For
of,
manga,
like,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
Chainsaw
no, this
Man-
one, this one had like great sales. They're selling a shit ton of issues, and apparently, like, the reviews are in on this one that this shit is great.
Yeah.
It needs to get animated.
And you
so
said
it finally is.
something that it's the same animation crew as.
Yeah. So it's the same studio that made season 4 of Attack on Titan and Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I think Drew, you like that one. That's it's a lot of action. It's a really good story.
Yeah.
Which it's Buddy's favorite one right now.
But it's great animation.
Great
Probably
animation.
the best
Aside
of 2020
I do have to
2021.
ask this though, like, aside from the animation and like because I'm assuming they have these like killer fight scenes and shit. Like, does Chainsaw Man, like, do you think it has anything that's that interesting though? Because I'm not gonna lie, the name is kind of like whack for me, like Chainsaw Man, like.
Yeah, dude. Well,
I don't like
that's,
that.
That's just animes, dude. They're,
So
they have the most obscure.
That's
names
true because they
and
also have
shows.
One
Yeah.
Punch Man.
That's what I was gonna say.
They have
That's a good
the
show.
most obscure names.
Okay,
actually really
all right.
good,
Well,
for
how
sure.
about this? Let me put it this way though. The Stewie had, he literally has like arms as chainsaws, like his head is
Face is a
chainsaw.
chainsaw.
His face is a
I-
chainsaw.
I think he looks sick,
Wait,
but it's
wait.
very just.
It's
Very
insane.
spicy take. Does he have a chainsaw dick?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Mia, please get
Does
away
he-
from this.
Does he have
Me and
chainsaw
Jim.
legs?
Me and Jim,
Jim,
just
we're so
turn-
sorry.
Turn this off.
Does he have chainsaw legs?
No.
Please stop talking about
He,
my
does, he doesn't have
Yeah,
chainsaw
no,
legs.
please stop talking
Yeah,
about it.
come on.
man.
Dude, they're fans of the show.
They're
What do you
fans.
mean?
Well, this is
Talked about your sister
This is-
already.
unfiltered,
that's
uncut. This is real John. That's all you're getting. That's all I'm giving to the people.
No, he does not have chainsaw legs. I don't think he'd be able to walk with
Yeah.
chainsaw legs. I think it's
Alright.
just arms and head. I just, like I said, I don't know anything about these shows. From what I heard, the mangas are doing well. And I'm assuming it's not just because of the action. I'm assuming there's some kind of plot
Yeah, I'm sure.
that they have
Something
going
bad.
for them. But I don't know. Like, it's just weird to
I
me.
in
don't know
terms-
anything with
Yeah,
plot or
I don't know shit about the
anything
plot. I
about
have
this
no
show.
idea.
But I'm gonna give it a yay because I think the animation looks sick, and
Yeah.
I heard this is sick, so I'm gonna for sure watch it.
Okay.
So based on
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I
for
saw,
sure.
because I just saw the trailer, it was a lot of flashing, and then all of a sudden there was like a blood, and like all of a sudden there was just this dude with a chainsaw for face and chainsaw for arms,
Surrounded by
I'm-
like these giant monsters.
So I'm gonna give it a, huh? But like, cause like I saw a lot going on that I'm like, dude, what?
What is
But
happening?
at the same time,
It for sure looks
I feel like I
bananas.
felt that way about One Punch Man, and that show was really good.
Yeah,
So
Uh-huh.
I'll give it a. Heh.
that's no, but like that's the way it goes though. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's
it's
crazy,
insane.
it's a crazy story, but it actually kind of works out.
Yeah.
Could be, could not be for this one.
Do you know?
Yeah,
I mean, like, let's, like
Or
I
a
said,
what?
like,
Or
I
a
don't.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna give it a heh because I don't know exactly what's happening. Like, I don't dive into anime. It's not my thing. And after hearing the name, I was like, "Excuse me, what?" Like Chainsaw Man, and I
He's a man
pictured.
that's a chainsaw.
I pictured.
and he probably has
Yeah.
a chainsaw pee-pee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I
for sure.
pictured. I pictured
For sure.
somebody like using a chainsaw as a weapon. I didn't know he was gonna actually be a chainsaw.
Maybe he can choose what is a chainsaw on his body.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give it a because I don't know what's happening. I'm just I'm like that's what I'm gonna give it.
That's fine. Yeah. Okay.
Because I'm not gonna give it an A because I don't know anything about it.
Yeah,
but I'm also not gonna give it a yay because I have no idea what
exactly.
He's a man that's
I'm gonna give it
also chainsaw. But he's also a chainsaw. That's
yay because of, or like just because it's being produced by a great studio and they have the chops. They have the chops to like produce a good ass show.
Obscure
so
like
it's probably gonna be super weird, but I'm down with it.
John, give me your best like from your mouth chainsaw noise.
Okay, ready?
Okay. Oh.
Here we go.
Ding, 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 ding,
That's pretty good. All right, I'm in. All right, so that was Chainsaw Man. Next, we're gonna go ahead and get into Shang Chi trailer. They finally released an actual, like, in a weird way, it felt like if it was gaming news, it would have been like a single player trailer.
Yeah.
Like the first one was just kind of a multiplayer, like just everything was happening, and I was like, all right, what? But this time we get a trailer in which we see, Shang Chi is basically going to be up against his father the entirety of the movie. And the biggest part is the 10 rings. Like the 10 rings is the power that his father has, and it looks like it just really escalates, but it looks magical. We see Wong fighting Abomination. We see just a whole lot of like the rings action, how they're used. Both
they're
like,
bigger than I thought they were gonna be.
I thought they were just rings.
We even see Shang-Chi like wielding some of the rings as well. So, yay or nay? What do you guys think?
Dude, yay! I think visually this movie's gonna be stunning.
Yeah.
And then I feel like the fights are gonna be sick. I'm in on this movie. I have no idea who Shang-Chi is though. So, but like I'm so down to get into his origin and be in this movie and just kind of sort through all this shit that he's gonna go through, dude. Because I think it's gonna be stunning, man. The visuals are gonna be great. Man, yay!
I'll also give it a yay because like it's so weird when I think about it. Like I try to relate it to what else we've seen. What are the Marvel movies we've seen? And I think the closest one that we can get to is maybe Doctor Strange, because like we start off in this normal world that it's just this kind of this kid who was trained by his dad, in the ways to fight, and all of a sudden like we see an underwater serpent. We see like this mystical like world. We see these rings that just shoot out power from them like nothing. So like I don't know, it definitely gives me Doctor Strange vibes a little bit, and that's exciting. I mean, to top it off, we see Wong fighting Abomination.
Yeah,
so like
where did that come from?
It might lead us into more Doctor Strange stuff. Really hype about that. So just solid yay for me.
The multiverse getting a little mad.
Well, that's what I was gonna say is okay, two things, but they're one thing. Why is Wong in this movie? And why is Abomination in this movie?
Dude, I think it's just a cool cameo. That's it.
So you think it's just a fight cameo?
Yeah,
I think so too.
That's it.
I don't think it's gonna be a big deal.
I don't think it's like I think it's gonna be like, whoa, who's that fighting? And they see them and they're like, oh shit, and like we see a fight happen, and Wong probably says a line or two, and that's it.
So where do you think this fight is?
World building
type of
I
thing.
think so
That
too.
it's just like, oh, it's like
middle part of the movie,
Abomination.
But where
like they go to some fight club. That's
or maybe
what
they went to go see his dad, and like he owns a big club.
Yeah.
Where they
because
can all it out.
for those of you and like I get it happens, but a lot of people don't really know that the Incredible Hulk isn't Mark Ruffalo. I'm sorry, the Incredible Hulk is different. The Hulk movie isn't Mark Ruffalo. It's Edward Norton, and Abomination comes down there. That Hulk, in my opinion, is the best one. And against Abomination was sick, so I'm very interested to see what happens there. I'm very interested to see how Wong recovers, because he got hit pretty hard in the trailer. And any person like me, I would have just been out and said, fuck it, I'm done. I'm not fighting this thing. Like, I'm gonna give it a yay. Visually, it looks great, and I think if they execute as well, I think it could be up there in one of their best ones.
I think so too.
Kind of like a whole Ragnarok thing where a lot of people don't really care for Thor 1 and 2 as much as other movies. Ragnarok comes out, and then it's one of their hard hitters. So I think this could be
that one is a lot of people's favorite.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, I'm very excited about this one, dude. Like, the fights are gonna be great. Visually, it's gonna be great. Seems like it kind of seems like they're gonna give us a great story too. And I'm very curious about these rings or these hoops.
The hoops.
Yeah,
because they're too big to be rings.
They went around because I thought they were like all rings on like the
just a bunch of hoops. No,
cool.
But very excited about these rings and the powers. Seems like they're gonna really put them on display too. So I'm pretty excited about that. And quick question: who do you think is gonna win? Abomination or Wong?
Wong's gonna lose. No. I think he's gonna come back like at the end.
Yeah.
He's gonna bounce off the walls and then he's gonna just do some whack.
Sorcery.
Wong is gonna do something.
Wong is a G, bro. Like
Abomination's big, dude.
Dude, he kind of reminds me with his ears. Speaking of One Punch Man, that like King Sea Monster guy.
Yeah.
Oh
I was like, is that Abomination? But then I was like, no, yeah, it is. Like
that's pretty interesting. Yeah.
So
but
that's
I'm in.
Yeah.
All in for this one. So next, we're gonna get into a little Candyman trailer. We saw a little horror movie. Cute little. This one will be directed by Jordan Peele, the guy who made Get Out, and Us.
Very famous on Kim Peele.
Basically, it looks like this sort of monster. It looks more of like a monster, like scary being movie. It's about this guy who gives candy to kids. Turns out it wasn't him the whole time. It was another sort of like being, like a spirit, whatever it may be. But he's like killing people with candy and like bees and like all sorts of other stuff. So, what do you guys think about that one?
I'm only gonna say nay because I was scared. Not gonna lie.
Whoa.
I was a little scared, but it looks interesting.
But
like just if the boys like if you guys like say, hey guys, let's go watch this movie. Let's go review it.
Watch it all together.
Yeah,
BuzzBoys.
I'll do it. But Dom has to be right next to me though.
Okay.
So
Boys
that's all right, this is where I'm gonna come in, and I don't know.
But like I'm at a nay because I was scared.
I'm gonna say nay, just because like I don't know. It just
because were you scared?
I wasn't scared. I was more or less kind of like grossed out by some of the little things, like when he's like peeling off his nail. Or
he doesn't like gore. He hates gore.
I don't like gore things.
Like
so
gore
that's a big one for me. Second, I don't know. It's just like a really weird thing where it was just like, it was like, but it wasn't a person. The Candyman ain't a man. Like, and I was like, well then what is he? And then this random dude with bees is just there, and I'm like, what is happening here? Like,
Candyman
I think this could have been a really.
Candyman is gender fluid.
Candyman is candy person.
Can I be your friend?
Well, I think I haven't seen this movie. Obviously, none of us have seen it. I don't know about it, but I think it could have been better if this could have been kind of like a murder thing where like there is a guy out there killing people. I think
it's like a mystery.
That would have been cool. But I don't know.
Well, this one's like a monster.
With the whole like bees and monsters. I don't know. I'm not in on it. I'm gonna give it an A.
Okay, I'll come in and I think I'm gonna give it a yay. Because, I don't know, I feel like Jordan Peele has really made some really good movies, in my opinion. Like, I like Get Out, and I think Us was pretty interesting, too.
Us freaks me out.
It was, but that's what, like, it's so different, you know?
But, like
it's
got in my head, I'm like, whoa.
Really?
I was like...
And that's what's interesting to me. So, I don't know, like, it seems like a classic horror movie trope, more or less. Like, it's stuff we've more or less seen before, but, like... It's going to be a Jordan Peele, like, twist on it. So that's interesting to see, you know? So I'd give it a yay.
Yeah, no, because I think I'm going to give it a yay, too. Just because I think we're going to get a good story out of it, too. Because, like, that's the thing with this guy. That it's like, all right, it's a pretty creepy movie.
But he has a good story.
But it's a good story. And it's, like, it's super, like...
Mind, like, twisting.
Yeah. Very twisty. Yeah, no, and I feel like that's what we're gonna get with this one.
And who knows? Maybe it'll be a scary BuzzBoys little content. You know what I'm saying? We'll record our before and after, like we go into the theater and stuff.
Oh, the bees.
Thumbnails are gonna be like,
oh yeah, Home Alone, just like.
Wow.
All right, cool.
Watch Matt get scared.
Matt gets scared?
Matt poopies in his pants?
Maybe.
Scared?
Dom does pee-pee? What? The boys going to a theater with diapers? And just like every other video like that, none of that ever happened.
All right, so that was it on Candyman. So next we're gonna get there was some new Netflix stuff coming out, I believe.
This has already been in the air for a little minute, but now Netflix and Ubisoft have come out that they're gonna start releasing some, and I'm just gonna name a couple that are expected to hit in the near future that they're talking about. So the first one, and these are kind of weird because, like we said, the whole bringing video games into movies territory is very complicated, and it's like treacherous waters. The first one is The Division, and expected to hit in 2022, starring Jake Gyllenhaal.
Wait, that's a show?
Let's give them all because we're running short on time.
It's a movie.
Rip them all at us.
Well, here, I'll just do a yay or nay for The Division. 2022.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. But I thought that like they were gonna give us this movie like 2 years ago, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to hit next year. Next one, Assassin's Creed. It's a live action series as well as an animated series. Yes.
And an anime.
I'm in.
So I'm in. I like Assassin's Creed.
I feel like the
yay.
animated would be sick too. So yay.
I feel like it's more doable.
Especially for Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Like,
So yeah.
sick.
And then Splinter Cell animated series coming through.
Oh, dude, hella yay.
Oh yeah.
Wait, just regular series or animated?
Let's see.
If it's animated, that'd be unreal.
No, it's animated. It's animated series.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Anime.
Just
Animated
like
series.
with the night vision goggles, and he's just like.
Like I
going
feel like
on.
it's gonna be like a Justice
Sam
League
Fisher?
type.
Yeah. So and then there's also traction of maybe a possible live action one, depending. And then the last two, Far Cry and Captain Laserhawk animated projects.
What the hell is Captain Laserhawk?
No idea.
hell?
I don't know, but I mean that's a sick
I'm gonna
name.
give-
That's a sick name.
I'm gonna give Far Cry a meh, and the last one a what?
Yeah, I don't know what Laserhawk
Yeah, no,
is.
last one's a heh, and the Far Cry one because I'm not really invested in that series.
Yeah, so nay.
So yeah,
Right.
nay.
All right, so
Yeah,
that's
I'm
it,
gonna
right?
give those. Yeah, I'm gonna give those an A too. I'm
And
excited
the
for
games
Assassin's
are
Creed.
already like
though.
a movie themselves, right?
Games are like
Pretty
movies
much
and
those
books
Far
put
Cry
together.
games?
Exactly, yeah. So
Right.
like that's why I'm like,
Yeah,
like
it's like,
there's
why
not
don't
really
you
no
do-
need, but.
A show.
Anyways, so, but otherwise, that's going to conclude our yay or nay section. We already went ahead and got through everything. So next, let's close it off with a little bit of gaming and then our homework for next week.
Oh yeah.
So starting off our gaming, there was an announcement that there is going to be, since we've already seen it, reviewed it, talked about it, Demon Slayer is coming out with a game. Interestingly enough, it's going to be, animated just like anime. 3D. It looks like a hack and
live-action
slash,
game.
like a beat 'em up kind of game. Like you basically kill the demons, and it looks like there's also side stories. Like it definitely follows the story of the anime to a T. We see a lot of the battles in the anime, but on top of that, like they have to make it a video game, so they have to fill it, right? So most likely there's going to be a lot of demon. Just side little mini like whatever demon battles. We see a little bit of that in the trailer, but looks cool. I kind of want to play it. To be honest.
I'm in on that game. I at first I was like, I don't think that there's like enough characters to
That's
do
what I
something
thought
like
too,
that.
right?
But like,
But they're doing PvP though too.
yeah,
Really?
which
I
is,
didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's like a
is-
full on pick your character, fight each other.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
But which is dope because they released Rengoku, the Flame Hashira's moveset, and I would love to main him, dude. He looks
Yeah.
sick.
Wait, you can't make your own character?
No, you play as Tanjiro.
No.
I think it's kind of like Xenoverse, like the Dragon Ball Z games where you
Yeah.
follow like Goku and like you just keep going with Goku's story.
And,
It's
and
like that.
then it's pretty much just a fighting game. That's it. Like
Yeah.
it's almost like a what?
It's
like
so
a-
weird. I feel like
Like
if you
a Soul Calibur.
Because I think
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
yeah.
campaign,
Mortal Kombat.
it's like gonna be like the
like it's
side
literally
part about
just
it.
the
Yeah.
show.
yeah, that's what I was
like
gonna say.
that.
Like if
It's
you
really
haven't
just
seen the anime, I feel like you could play the game and it's like you're watching the show.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
literally
It's
beat for
basically-
beat.
Because you even fight like the big guy at the exam.
Yeah.
So
I think it would have been cooler if like they did. I don't even know what game we used to play a while ago, but you can kind of just like make your own character. It was like Shinobi Strikers or something like that. I think
Oh,
that would have
yeah.
been cool to like kind of like make your own
Character
Demon
join the
Slayer
world.
and
Ooh,
like.
that'd be cool.
That'd be
That would've been
sick.
cool.
An open world.
and then
demon.
choose like your own type of breathing style.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the type, but that's like the
That'd be
type
cool.
of game that would have to be made like after season 3 or 4
No, yeah.
of like
Yeah.
Demon Slayer, so that way it's like open. The
Yeah.
world is like
and
more
then
built, you know?
that way we can see everyone's techniques, and then
Yeah,
also you
exactly.
could choose to make yourself a demon or a Hashira.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that's gonna be it for the Demon Slayer. I mean, we're all pretty much in on that one. I feel like we gotta at least try it. I feel like. But next, so I put this in. So, for Smash Brothers Ultimate, they have announced that this Fighter Pass number 2, once the 4th and final, or I think 5th, whichever is the last character, is revealed, that's it.
Let
'Cause
me
they're
guess,
cutting
it's
and pulling.
probably going to be another Fire Emblem character. Wow.
They haven't decided
2 more
yet,
Fire
but
Emblem characters.
I would be really disappointed if that's the final character. Like, ugh, that'd be.
They gotta
really,
make it a good one too.
They got. Dude,
just
imagine
something
Master
outlandish.
Chief.
Master Chief.
Yeah,
It's
People have been
literally
gunning
right
for
there.
Master Chief.
Master Chief.
No,
but
it's
Master
Bugs
Chief.
Bunny. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be sick though.
But
But
other-
imagine just throwing carrots and shit.
it's
like,
like it's weird because
Jumping
it's
in
like.
holes, making holes. and
Somebody
shit.
was saying that it's like doable for them to do like Goku. I was like, yo, what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was a
Yeah.
rumor at one
Yeah.
point though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
was a rumor.
Like that
That'd
was
be
like a
sick.
doable thing, and I was like, oh my god.
That'd be cool though.
Like, I feel like For
could
Goku,
totally have a
that'd be a
moveset.
crazy moveset. Yeah.
He could totally have a
Yeah,
moveset,
no.
It's
though.
really interesting,
I
but
feel
you know
like that'd
what?
be a lot of fun.
I feel like in a weird way it's a good thing because like finally like they're closing the door on it. Time
Yeah.
to move on to maybe
Mhm.
the next Smash or like just something else, you know, because like they've been supporting this game for a while now.
No,
So-
for sure. And I hope with the next Smash that they do the story mode thing that they did with this one.
This one was so good
Yeah.
I
though.
love that one, dude.
And it was
loved
weird. Like I thought at first, I thought it was
I
a little
love
too
the
long.
gameplay on it.
But after like going through again, like
Um,
it's such a good feeling. Like
no,
it's
yeah.
really
It is
good
going
link.
through
So,
that.
are they making a
that
new
boss
Smash
level
then?
was crazy.
No, they haven't announced anything yet. We don't know anything.
Wait,
but
so what
as
was
for
that
this
thing with the
Smash,
Kirby? Remember that guy throws Kirby off?
It was a
that
new
was just
character.
announcing it.
That was
Yeah,
just the announcing.
yeah.
Oh, I thought that was announcing a new Smash.
no.
Oh.
So after that character, there's only gonna be one more character, and that's it. There's no more characters, no more DLC.
I mean, I
and
guess
that's
I'm okay with it. Like the thing about Smash is
I'm
that
alright with it, too.
a lot of the
Mhm.
characters in there, I have no idea who they are. Like,
it. Just have fun with whoever.
But, like,
Some are
'cause they-
Fire
'cause-
Emblem.
Yeah.
well, because
Yeah,
people,
No one knows who they
50%
are.
of them is Fire
because
Emblem.
but people will get disgusting with these like random characters with like these big ass swords and shit, and I'm like, dude, I'm playing as fucking Bowser, just trying to sue people off the edge. Like, I don't know
Trying to
moves.
take people with me.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess I'm okay with them just moving on with it. I honestly forgot about
Smash.
that.
But anyways, all right. So that's gonna be the Smash DLC thing. Last thing for gaming news, we have an Activision
Alright,
CEO doing some scummy stuff.
Usually, I don't. I'm out on Call of Duty, Warzone, all that. Like, sorry guys, but it's just I have it uninstalled. I'm probably not gonna come back to it until the next one.
Hey.
But
I think it's smart.
so I was on my phone. I was looking through this news, and I see that Activision. It was announced that the CEO was gonna get this deal back in March, right? So this is just trying to give you guys some context. And then this deal was originally supposed to be a $200 million bonus to the CEO of Activision. And then in April, because it got so much backlash, the CEO was like, I'm gonna cut it in half and I'm gonna give it to the back to all the devs, and we're gonna put it back into our games. So that doesn't happen. So then it got put to a vote with the shareholders, and they voted 54% of them voted yes to approving this pay package that was upwards of $155 million bonus for this Activision CEO. Keep in mind, fans are outraged because the game, it's not going anywhere. They're still hacking. The map is the same.
It's the same,
I'm
it's
assuming,
different,
right?
yeah.
Like, is it the same? Because I haven't jumped in.
It's genuinely. It's like 95% the same.
Yeah. So
Are there still broken guns?
No,
No, not really.
not even.
like they kind of fix the guns, but like still, like fans are mad that it's like, all right, so the CEO is getting this giant bonus and the game's still getting hacked on. It's not getting the attention that it needs.
I mean, like, to put things in perspective, like, I was playing yesterday with Angel and my brother, and we got a win. I got 12 kills, which is pretty nice.
Not a big
Time
deal.
back.
Okay.
The very next game, it put us in a hacker lobby.
No.
And as soon as we dropped to prison, this dude was just killing everybody. And he ended up winning the game with about 25 kills. His buddy was also hacking that had about 20 kills. And then he had 2 guys on his team that had 0. So, like, that's just...
So then less than no one get more than 10 kills because they're going to put you in a hacker lobby.
I
But
mean,
yeah, so that was
just-
my news. I'm glad I'm still not back on COD.
Yeah.
They had me pissed
You know,
off.
that's a big move though. Like to
So,
finally like actually pull the
It's-
trigger and delete
it's
it.
super
Like,
uninstalled, yeah. It's
that's-
super
because it's
uninstalled, and
huge, dude.
not coming
It's
back.
so big. It's such a
Yeah.
big game.
It's
like,
a
not coming
large
back.
file.
It's disgusting
They,
how
they
big
did
it
not do
is.
a good job.
I've been
like compressing it and
Compressing
like,
it, yeah.
just-
I didn't play
Because
for a
I
long
haven't
ass
had
time
a lot of time to hop on and play, but the times I have been, like, I just hop on like Master Chief and play like Halo Reach, just play like a couple games of SWAT and that's it, and that's.
I mean, well, that's the thing is that
fine.
like it was so big, and especially during COVID, that it kind of like took out the color in video games. So now that like
Yeah.
I haven't been playing it recently, I've been playing a lot more other things like Sea of Thieves, Ranked in Siege, like even Rec Room, which I don't even know what the hell that is. But
That's such a dumb fun game.
But
dude.
every now and then I'll hop on it. Usually because Angel and Renee don't really play anything else, so I'll play with them. But other than that,
Ricochet shot.
I'm
it's
enjoying.
just everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, new games are going to be coming up soon, dude, especially in October. We already talked about it.
Jam-packed.
It's just going to be so
Oh,
sick.
man.
So,
Watch your wallet,
we're
save
super
up.
excited for that. But otherwise, like, that's going to conclude our gaming news. That's all we pretty much have lined up. So, up next, I have some homework for you.
Homework, yeah. Summer themed, right?
So before I get into it, I do have a question for you guys. So well, actually, let me explain this again. So since the last month again was going to conclude our 80s month this week, this is our final 80s movie. We're going to start off fresh. We're starting off with our summer month. So anything summer or that takes place in the summer or gives you just really good summer feel, vibes. Summer vibes, exactly. Summer vibes, we're going to put it in this month. So I have some questions for you guys. So real quick, how many of you guys seen Forrest Gump?
Seen it.
I've seen it.
Seen it?
I've seen
multiple
it.
times.
Okay, what about Independence Day?
Seen
it. Seen it.
Yeah.
Plenty of times.
Great one.
Okay,
that
perfect.
just saying that movie, just like I'm smelling hot dogs, hamburgers on the grill. Probably there's like a Yankee game probably on in like the background.
Yeah, baked beans and mac and cheese.
And then obviously y'all have seen Top Gun.
Of course,
yes, of course.
Jaws.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys have seen
I've
Jaws?
seen Jaws, yeah.
All right, cool. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to hit it with a low-key different one. Something you guys wouldn't have expected. Something I didn't even know existed up until, I want to say 2 days ago.
Okay.
On Sunday. So I went to Target the other day and I was looking at the DVDs and I saw a little movie called Justice Society World War II.
Whoa.
And this is a Justice League movie.
Whoa.
With the vintage heroes of the Golden Age, but Flash goes back in time and helps them in World War II.
Oh, that's
cool. So this is a quote-unquote flashpoint in the whole DC universe, but the Flash goes back in time to World War II to help all these vintage heroes.
Cool.
So, Justice Society, it literally came out this year, 2021. Really? It literally came out like on the 27th of April. So it's still like now that it's fresh, we're seeing this summer movie. It feels World War II-ish. Definitely like war movies are they come out during the summer, big blockbusters.
Very summer vibes.
We're gonna Justice Society. We'll see what everybody thinks. Something new, something different. Kick it off with the hero.
I'm curious with this art style. Like I feel like it's gonna be cool.
And the old heroes too. Like it's gonna be interesting. And they talk like old style too. So it's really interesting.
All right,
I'm in.
Sounds good.
So, all right, and now we have one more thing. Question. Anybody have a question?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
For the viewers, for the audience. Tell me why the other BuzzBoy account stinks.
I knew it. Yeah. Either actually tell us why they stink or make up something.
Yeah.
Either's fine.
Yeah.
That's it. But give us your favorite summer movie. What's the movie that gives you those summer vibes? What's the movie that you say and you just smell hot dogs? Yeah. Someone's cracking open an adult beverage.
Talladega Nights. That's a good summer vibe one.
Yeah. So let us know. Like I said, 4th of July is right around the corner. So let us know what your favorite summer movie is, what it consists of, how you do it. It
gotta be a summer movie, just summer vibes.
Summer vibes,
Exactly.
Yeah. It could literally just be summer vibes.
All right, but anybody else have anything else you want to add to the pod? Well, good. All right, cool.
We're good.
So that's gonna be the end of our podcast. Remember to follow us on Twitter. I mean, went back to it, but TikTok.
Twitter. We need a Twitter.
We don't have a Twitter, but we have a TikTok.
Yeah,
we have a Instagram. That's where we, let you guys know where we when we've uploaded. But other than that, follow us on there. So keep up with us. But that's gonna end our pod. So remember, thank you guys always for keeping up with the buzz and the boys talk. See you guys next week.
All right, guys.
Love you guys. Bye. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Adios.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Dad.